seizoen. In
So normally January and February is the hottest
the
month.
Wassels, okay.
But in February it's worse.
More.
It's more,
February.
yes, yeah, it's more.
And the winter is here Augustus.
So our winter normally starts like May. That's where our winter starts.
Oh, okay.
May, June, July,
Juni.
August.
En dat is de zomer van Nederland. Start Juni, July, Augustus.
Oh, is it?
Yes.
But how is the weather now in Netherlands?
Very cold.
It's cold, isn't
Yes,
it?
very, very cold. I come here, very big jacket. And I have cold. It was under the zero, yeah.
Yeah. That one there is nice sunset view there.
Oh, here.
On Signal Hill, yes. So when you are there on top, it will be like
okay.
The sun is going in the water.
In the line head itself? Of here?
No, Signal Hill, the next one.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
2010 soccer stadium for the World Cup 2010, the first World Cup on the African stadium, on the African ground, and it seats 55,000 people. And nowadays we play rugby as well as soccer in it, we give concerts in it, so it's quite a versatile stadium. We use it for quite diverse
Also
things.
costed the city 4.4 billion rand.
Ja, so it cost 4.4 billion rand. Also es hat 4,4 Billionen Rand gekostet. Und am Anfang haben sie also nicht so viel Geld gemacht mit dem Fußball, weil man gern mehr Rugby als Fußball spielt hier in Kapstadt. Und dann haben die Verbünde sich zusammengetan und jetzt macht es endlich ein bisschen Geld. So before in Cape Town we prefer to play rugby, and so in the beginning it was a bit difficult, and now we play soccer, rugby, and we give concerts in this stadium. So what you see here on the mountaintop on the left hand side, sorry? On the foothill, also unter dem Berg hier, ein bisschen hoch unter diesem, am Fuße des Berges, dort ist das berühmte District 6. Und District 6, dort waren also die farbigen Leute untergebracht und die haben während der Apartheid also ihre Häuser verloren. Manche haben sie nach der Apartheid zurückbekommen. Ich weiß nicht genau. District 6 historically a very important district, and it was we basically colored people, and during apartheid they all lost their houses. They were forcefully removed, and after apartheid some, I don't think all of them, but some at least got their houses back.
Die kleinen.
Ah, ja, ja.
Okay, now Nelson Mandela, you got to stop on Nelson Mandela.
Mitten in der Stadt.
Gibt es ein Gesetz, das es...
Ja. Yes, Franz, bitte?
Gibt es ein Gesetz, is there a law which gives the right to get the houses back? Oder?
Fragen Sie mal ruhig auf Deutsch.
Ja, also gibt es ein Gesetz, das es erlaubt, das zurückzugeben?
Ja, sie wurden also, wenn sie beweisen können, dass ihre Eltern oder Großvater in dem Haus gewohnt hat, während der
Enteignung, ja.
der Enteignung, richtig, dann haben sie ihr Haus teilweise zurückbekommen. Am Anfang haben viele zurückbekommen und dann war es ein bisschen sehr korrupt.
Okay.
So, ja. Ja,
To the left.
Es wurde gebaut, die erste Burg, sagen wir mal, war aus Lehm und Holz und das erste war aus Stein gebaut. Sie hatten also Angst, dass die Franzosen gekommen würden oder die Engländer und das Land übernehmen wollten, haben direkt am Strand also eine Burg gebaut. Was Sie dort sehen, diese Hauptstraße, die so geht, parallel, das war Strand. Das alles, was darunter war, war Meer. Und dann haben sie also auch die Sklaven hier gehalten, all die Gouverneure und die Arbeiter der ostindischen Gesellschaft, die haben dann hier also gearbeitet und gelebt.
Then over to the right, where you see the clock tower, that is the last George of Victorian styled architecture in South Africa. It is the City Hall of Cape Town. The cornerstone was Nelson Mandela on the balcony. After Nelson Mandela was released, the very day Nelson Mandela was released, he didn't go for a plate of steak, he didn't go for a glass of red wine or a tour at Diamond Works. No, he came straight here and he had a outreach, not outreach,
Important.
What do you call
Significant.
it? No, he had a, how can I forget the word?
What do you want to say?
He gave a speech.
Yeah, speech.
He gave a speech to over 55,000 people that was in attendance here on the Grand Parade for him. At the time, in South Africa, where fear was heightened to the max, that a civil war would break out between the whites and the non-whites. Now,
Also für unsere deutschen Gäste hier oben rauf gibt es eine große deutsche Schule. Sehen Sie die Gebäude dort hinten? Also sehr viele Deutsche, die hier in dieser Gegend wohnen. So there's a lot of Germans staying in a big German school in the area.
Tamboerskloof.
Tamboerskloof, ja.
Yes, we didn't comment about Table Mountain.
So Table Mountain, which we're not going to climb today, but unfortunately, but I'll tell you a little bit about it. Table Mountain, the highest point is Maclay's Point. It's 1,086 86 meters high. That's the highest point of Table Mountain. And on the other side where we're going to go, it's called Signal Hill. And on Signal Hill, they've got a cannon and a noon gun, they call it. And in the early days, whenever a ship came into the harbor, they used to shoot the gun off so everybody in the vicinity knows the ship is coming in, and the farmers or whatever, they could come and do business with the ships then. And later today, nowadays we shoot it every day at 12 o'clock except Sundays and public holidays. Und auf diesem Signal Hill ist eine Kanone, nicht wo wir hinfahren, aber es gibt eine Kanone, die wird jeden Tag um 12 Uhr abgeschossen. Und früher hat man das gebraucht, wenn jedes Schiff, das also reinkam nach Kapstadt, wenn es reinkam, wurde die Kanone geschossen. Und dann hat man also gewusst, die Schiffe sind da und die Leute konnten kommen, in ihre Produkte oder Güter mit den Schiffen verhandeln und verkaufen. Und der höchste der Berg ist also 1086 Meter hoch, der höchste Punkt. Und der erste Europäer, der den Berg erklommen hat, war ein Portugiese, der Kapitän Saldanha. So the first European who climbed the mountain was Captain Saldanha. He was, what was it? No, well, that was from he was a Portuguese
Explorer, yeah.
explorer, yes.
And he then named it. So with Table Mountain, also it is 3 kilometers in length from the west point of the mountain to the east. Also, Table Mountain is one of the world's new 7 wonders of nature. And as my colleague said, 1,086 meters high above sea level. That's approximately 3,756 feet. Also, Table Mountain is home to over 1,200 different plant species, a part of the fynbos vegetation, which fynbos means fine bush. And the fynbos vegetation is endemic to the Cape Floral Kingdom. You can get it nowhere else on this green earth.
Here you see some proteas. Hier sind hier ein paar Proteas. Das sind unsere nationalen Blumen, die gehören auch zur Fynbos-Vegetation. Und der Roland hatte eben gesagt, also von Ost nach West ist der Tafelberg lang. Und die Kuikui haben den Berg also Urikwacha genannt. Das war also der Berg vom See, weil man von hier aus also den See weit sehen konnte. Das waren die Kuikui, die haben den so genannt. Und die Holländer die Portugiesen haben den auch Tafelberg genannt. Und dann haben die Holländer es auch nochmal wieder nach diesem Tafel benannt. Und hier sehen Sie gerade eine kleine Moschee, ein Karamat.
Table Mountain is known as the crown of the town. Yeah. It's one of the oldest mountains in the world. Table Mountain. It's older than the Himalayas, the Rockies, the Andes, as well as the Alps.
Warum ist der oben so glatt?
Viele Tage.
So you can see lovely
Kann man auch
view.
ganz viel sehen.
Ja, ja, krass.
And there's Robben Island in the distance, where Nelson Mandela spent 18 years a prisoner on the island of his 27-year sentence. Our late president.
Oh, it's relatively empty. No?
So we'll spend
Good times.
20 minutes here and be back at 1:15.
So 20 Minuten werden hier. Later when the British came, they thought that von Kamsen was a bit long a name to put on the to charter it down on the maps. So they changed it and shortened it to Camps Bay. And it is one of the most affluent areas in South Africa. Very nice, very clean, very safe, very nice houses. The property pricings are also quite nice. And the most expensive house that we've got here is called the Casablanca, which we're going to drive past just now. 720 million rand.
35 million US dollars.
Ja, 35 Millionen US Dollars. Also Camps Bay wurde nach einem deutschen Seefahrer benannt, von Kamsen. Der kam hier in Südafrika an. Er wurde krank und sein Schiff hat ihn also nicht zurückgenommen nach Deutschland. Und nachdem er sich erholt hatte, hat er eine Südafrikanerin geheiratet, hat also das Land hier besessen. Und dann, ist also eine sehr teure Gegend, sehr wohlhabende Gegend. Auch vom Preis her muss man schon recht viel investieren. Hier werden Sie nichts unter 2,5 Millionen Rand finden. Das teuerste Haus, da fahren wir jetzt gleich vorbei, 720 Millionen Rand, das wären also 53.000 Dollar.
This is the number one most expensive residential area in the country, not even just in the town,
Yeah.
in the country of South Africa. We have a few Hollywood celebrities that own homes here, like Denzel Washington, as well as Samuel L. Jackson. Also, as you said, the Casablanca mansion. Right now it's on sale on the market for 35 million US dollars by a Los Angeles realtor. So if any one of you want to make a bidding, please let me know. I can be a realtor also. I can do, never mind the tip, I could do with a commission. Thank you. It has eight bedrooms, 14 bathrooms, an underground car park that has 14 spaces for cars, as well as a gymnasium, a sauna, and a home cinema that seats 30 people. The dining room alone also seats 30 people. State-of-the-art technology in its house.
Also er sagt, es sind viele Schauspieler aus Amerika, Samuel Jackson und Denzel Washington. Und der hat also, die wohnen hier und das Haus hat also 30, ne? 30, 14 Badezimmer, 30, in dem Esszimmer können Sie mit 30 Personen essen. Sie haben auch ein kleines Kino drin für 30 Personen. Sie haben ein Fitnessstudio drin. Alles, was man sich so denken kann. Und hier auf der Seite, Casablanca.
This is the Casablanca mansion here, to the left. Coming up to the left.
Hier dieses Weiße Haus.
The White House.
720 Millionen Rand.
Aha. Oh, why not?
Aber Sie sehen, es ist alles sehr sauber, sicher, die Leute kümmern sich hier um nichts, die laufen hier rum, stören sich überhaupt nichts an irgendetwas.
Then you have Clifton, which is also in the top 10 most expensive residential areas in South Africa. And in Clifton, there is a villa that is named the Iron Man House Villa. It's the replica of the house in the movie Iron Man, and that place costs 300,000 rand a night, $18,000 a night.
Also in Clifton, der nächste Stadtteil, da ist auch also das zweiteuerste, da fahren wir nachher gleich durch und dort werden Sie sehen, da gibt es ich weiß nicht, ob Sie nach dem Film Iron Man, da gibt es also eine Villa, die sieht genauso aus und da können Sie für $18.000 ein Abend, können Sie da dran spendieren, um dort zu schlafen. Sie sehen den schönen weißen Strand hier, schönes Meer. Das Wasser ist immer ein bisschen kälter hier als anderswo und man im Sommer natürlich zu so einer Jahreszeit wie jetzt, zu so einer Temperatur wie jetzt, ist das natürlich angenehm hier zu schwimmen. Wir haben hier ungefähr 10 bis 12 Grad im Wasser, vielleicht 8 Grad.
So to the left, you have the Camps Bay Beach, one of the most popular beaches in Cape Town. It's a blue flag rated beach, meaning it's high in cleanliness and safety. Also, Atlantic Ocean, very cold. Water temperature ranges from 6 degrees Celsius to 10 degrees. Often you'll see dolphins frolicking close by to the shoreline. Then on the right hand side, you have the Camps Bay Strip. Perfect place for sundowner. Also, you have popular restaurants as well as boutique stores, hotels and pubs. Perfect place to come catch a sunset.
Also hier können Sie sehen, das ist ein sehr populärer Strand. Wie schon gesagt, wir haben einen blauen Flaggenstatus. Auf in Touristenindustrie bedeutet das sicher und sauber. Sehr viele Hotels, kann man also gut abends kommen und Abendessen genießen mit schönem Drink. Und wie gesagt, wir haben sehr... Let's see. That was... so we've got them. The Kenyan people. The Kenyan people should get the...
We have, did you explain to them about the ticket?
No. Okay. They must just make a photo and scan it.
No, got the tickets here.
Oh, the tickets.
So for those that we have the Table Mountain tickets for, it is valid for 7 days, and you can get the cash refund, or when the mountain is open again, you're able to use the ticket to go up the mountain.
So we're going to give you the tickets at the end when you get out, so you can use them. Oh, your name is so difficult for me to pronounce. I do apologize. Mahendrabai. Is that correct?
Yeah.
Okay. So you'll get your ticket just now when you exit at the hotel. Yes, and we'd like to say, Roland would like to thank you for driving with us. I hope you enjoyed it. You got a lot of information. We do apologize for the little inconvenience that we did have. But we're also very thankful that you handled it with us so well. And a big thank you to you. On the name of African Eagle and us too, we'd like to say thank you very much. We hope to see you again maybe sometime. And if you want to give a little gratuity, then we're very happy to accept that. Thank you very much. Dankeschön. Also der Roland und ich, auch die African Eagle Firma, würden uns gerne bei Ihnen bedanken. Wir hoffen, dass Sie die Fahrt genossen haben, auch mit den kleinen Unangenehmlichkeiten, die wir hatten. Dafür entschuldigen wir uns und hoffen, dass Sie trotzdem Spaß gehabt haben. Vielleicht sehen wir uns ja nochmal. Und ein großes Dankeschön. Wir laden Sie jetzt wieder bei den Hotels ab. Und wenn Sie eine kleine Spende hinterlassen wollen, dann können Sie das auch gerne machen.
And just to add on to what Shiraz is saying, if you're thinking, man, I don't have cash on me, that's no problem. If you want to leave a tip, we also do take it via the card machine. Yeah, enjoy the rest of your day.
Thank you very much.
Was
Would anyone want to be dropped off in the V&A waterfront? Seeming that we are dropping off there.
Will jemand von Ihnen an der Waterfront abgeladen werden? Oh ja, genau.
Oh, but it was
Okay.
right there. In the Junction Hotel?
Junction Hotel,
You'd like to go to the waterfront?
would you like to go to the waterfront? The Junction Hotel?
Mr. Mayan?
Yeah, wait, let me read it. I have to read it. I do apologize. Mr. Mahendra Bhai, do you want to be at the hotel? Do you want to be loaded off at the hotel or at the waterfront? Waterfront, yes.
Perfect.
Wir machen das morgen, wenn wir zurückkommen. Ja, eben.
What was it? Cape Revere?
Ja. Just a look.
I was actually hoping they were going to say no. Let's do it different.
Ja. Cape Riviera Guesthouse.
Hast du das Geld bei der Hand? Ja. Das reicht schon
See
mit
this
dem.
place in the morning, it's full.
Yes.
Yeah, to the left. There's a coffee stand there.
Start noticing oddly shaped structures, and that is actually, you'll find penguin shelters built onto the island itself. The African penguin, you're going to start noticing it on your left hand side as we take the turn. There's quite a few of them in the distance over there, the black and white shapes. However, and you'll find fortunately, you do not need to strain your eyes, because you'll find there's quite a few of them up ahead on the rocks over there. The African penguin, unfortunately, is a critically endangered species. As a result of that, you are kindly requested please stick to the tarred surfaces and stay off the vegetation. Under no circumstances allowed to be stepped upon. It is not for the vegetation's sake, of course it's for the sake of the penguins and their natural habitat itself. While we stop in this area, there will be three options. While on the tarred surfaces, there's a blue frame over there. That frame's Table Mountain in Cape Town, ideal for your photos. Then on your left hand side is a larger structure which is all for one, and it sells various refreshments inside. Alongside of it is a flat surface building with two wooden open doors and a temporary unit outside, which is your toilet facilities. Two things to take note of is unfortunately nothing can be picked up. That is for the sake of preservation. And number two, please come back to your original seats, and that is for the sake of peace on board from past experience. So the last person that gets off this bus, the clock starts at 7 minutes. 7 minutes, three options, bluntly said, shop, toilet, photos. Why do I need to say it bluntly? To point out in 7 minutes you have enough time to do one of the three. Choose wisely and enjoy. Your shuttle is time to go. We are bus number 5. You may leave possessions on board and watch your last step getting off the bus.
fire
Where?
last year.
Where?
The whole of it nearly burned all the people's houses.
Here.
Catch fire the whole mountain
Yes.
for like for like 1 week.
Why?
You know, wildfire.
I don't know.
When the bush catch fire this summer. When too much summer, too much wind.
Yes.
The grass burst.
But as you come to South Europe, they have the same problem. From Spain, Italy, Greece, Turkey,
They have the same problem.
every summer problem. Fire. And not rain. Yes.
And not rain.
Yes.
See, the traffic now is too much. So when we
Mexico.
pass here, it wasn't like this.
Mexico.
What do you want to do in a hot day?
quality.
Is there also a tour to take to the Table Mountain?
Yes, you can do this the half-day city tour, which you'll go to Table Mountain.
Gotcha.
So you'll do a rundown of Cape Town, what the history is of Cape Town, and also pop into the District 6 Museum, which is the old culture back then, and then up into Table Mountain. Camps Bay, rich contents area. Lovely restaurants on your left hand side, ocean on your right, with also the sunset that you have. But for today, sunset I'm not sure what it's going to be like. It might get cloudy down here, but this is what Camps Bay is about. Complete difference. So when the wind blows from the ocean side, it gives you different weather forecast. But for now, it's called the southeaster wind. So it's blowing from the area of Cape Point. And you can see it is quite windy down here. So if you've been here yesterday and the day before, you had a lovely weather forecast down here. So this is called Camps Bay. Lovely restaurants on the left hand side. So if you cannot make up your mind where you're having lunch or dinner, take a coin, play heads and tails. That is where you're having lunch or dinner, because these restaurants are excellent. Oh, look at that. Yeah, this is where you put your big toe in the water, becomes your small toe. These are freezing cold waters. We will say it's crazy people that swim down here. Swimming in cold waters between 6 and 9 degrees. So coming through this rich content area known as Ouderkraal, which means Buckhoven. So Buckhoven is named after a British sailor which settled down here and never wanted to go back to sea, and that's where the name comes across. Now Ouderkraal is actually known in English known as grazing land. So this is where one of the indigenous tribes, which is known as the Bushmen, was actually discovered down here by Lord Charles, because Lord Charles is the guy that's developed this whole area because he loved Cape Town, because also in the 1600s, this is also where 1672 to 1674, this is where the Dutch colony used to come down and used to love the hiking, which is Table Mountain. And Table Mountain is a 2 million year old mountain formed by the ocean back then, and that's how the name tabletop comes across, because of the flatness on Table Mountain. Okay, the weather down the side looks very funny, a little dark, cloudy. So let's see when we get to the other side what the weather forecast will be like on the other side. And that is heading to Cape Point. And hopefully when we head to Cape Point, we get to see that Cape Town gangsters roaming around there. Because yesterday when I did the same to what I'm doing today, all of them were roaming around there at Cape Point. Baboons. Big monkeys. And these guys, if you got food in your bag, don't ask please and thank you. They will take off your bag and destroy it for that good smell in your bag. So just heading across now, as we see it now, we will also past the last building, the white one on the right hand side, known as the 12 Apostles, and that was established by Lord Charles, which is the first British hotel to be established down here. Because of his status, he wanted a luxury accommodation, and that's where the name 12 Apostles comes from, after the 12 peaks of the mountain on the left hand side. They've got actually 18 peaks, but he decided to build the hotel underneath the 12th peak and call it the 12 Apostles. So that's where the name comes across as the 12 Apostles, which is a hotel and spa. See, look at the islands. discovered down here. But these rocks on the coastal side, like these here, were all pushed from the left-hand side to carve this little pathway through, which also just made it a complete difference. How the whole little road that we're driving on now, which is known as Victoria Road, named after the Queen Victoria. So here on the left-hand side is the 12 Apostles Hotel. So also as we're heading across here now, so we're going to head through here now as we're doing the scene. Now we're going to do one stop on Chapman's Peak before we head on to the area known as the back routing towards Cape Point. And then from Cape Point, you'll do the little bit of a little walk up there, which is a hiking trail. And also if you don't feel like walking, you can be using which is the funicular, which is also known as the Flying Dutchman that you will have. So you got an option up there. So when we get to Cape Point, then also what that is, we'll head down into the side of Penguins. So on your right hand side, this is a little area known as Glendutno, which contains area. So also back then with the boys, William and Harry, when they were younger, this is when they visited Cape Town, they stayed down here at the bottom because their uncle Spencer, the later Anna's brother, lives down here at the bottom, which England is still very much involved on charity surrounding Africa. So a year ago Harry was here in Cape Town because of the charity. So with all the excursions that we done, with all our tour guides do in surrounding Cape Town, he did everything. He even hiked onto Table Mountain. He even did the penguins, the Cape Point, he did the cycling, he did everything in Cape Town. So when he was in Cape Town, he stayed down here on the right hand side, which is at his uncle's place down here. So this gives you a little a difference of the rich contents now. Glendutno is actually been, a lot of these international foreigners are buying property in Cape Town. So the property value in Cape Town is skyrocketing. Not even the South African citizens can afford a house in these areas because of the pricing, and that's skyrocket because the international markets are buying property in Cape Town. So it just gives you a complete difference of the lovely, safety, rich contents area that we have. So that mountain straight ahead of us is known as Chapman's Peak. That is where we will be heading on to. And it is quite windy down here, so when we get there, please be careful not standing too close onto the edging because the wind will be quite strong on the top of that mountain. So we're going to do that scenic drive across the mountain up there. So basically the lovely views will be on our right hand side, and we head on to that lovely mountain pathway, which is known as the Chapman's Peak. coming through up here before we head on to Chapman's Peak Drive, you will actually see the township in front of us, which is also known in the African culture, Amazanzi, which means happiness. Izema Zenzo. And you know that the click sound. So I don't speak the African language, it's sometimes difficult to pronounce their words. So at your hotel you will hear the click sound. That is called, that's one of the tribes known as the Khoza tribe. And if you listen carefully, you don't hear the click sound, that is Zulu. So those are the two different tribes that we have surrounding Cape Town. So this is the township there that you have on your left hand side. So these townships are also established with metal corrugated sheeting, wood structure, and with this strong winds howling through here, quite vulnerable for fires. So that is what a township is. Now back then of apartheid era, township was also used back then with the British colony. It was actually used as on the outskirts of So also with this road consists of 114 curves. So from Cape Town right to the other side of Fishhook, on the other side of the mountain. These barriers were put down on the right hand side. This was the road used. There was a lot of barriers all along here. So you could not go down there because you will be hitting the barrier. Those concrete barriers were put down. If you want to use a toilet, just toilets on your right hand side.
Thank you.
And then we will be up here, say, for 5 minutes, and then we will continue all the way through. So that is your harbour down there, known as Houtbaai. I have these nets up in place. These nets are there to catch any rockfalls. That's why the guys in front of us, they drove in front of us with the pickup vehicle with the trailer on. They are now heading out to go and check these nets. And these nets will also be greased. You can see on your left hand side is metal frame circle cables, and also what that is, because of the ocean that we have here on the right hand side, which is high on salt, corrodes metal very quickly. So if you're staying in the other side of this mountain pathway, which is known as the area's Noordhoek, so if you buy you a brand new car, I give you a year and you will start seeing rust on your car. So living on this side, you either get a car that's maybe like, for example, an Audi that is aluminium. It takes longer to have corrosion onto it. So there you can see the guys are going to be sitting up now and then roping up all the way to the top of that mountain to clear those nettings up. So with the tunnel, now John Chapman wanted to do a tunnel through the mountain, but unfortunately they miscalculated on blasting, so now we are sitting with a half moon. So the half moon is in the scene of Quantum Silence, and then also Italian Job is The Pillars, and then also the third film that was shot up here is Pirates of the Caribbean 1, 2 and 3. So with the soldiers, the British soldiers standing in this half moon tunnel, shooting down into the ocean, and this is where all the pirate boats were docked here at the bottom. So also what that is for the gentleman that's going to be doing the Stellenbosch, which we will do later on, you will actually see the Cape Town Film Studio this afternoon. So there's the Half Moon, there's the Pillars, Quantum Silence, Italian job is the Pillars, there's the whole tunnel, halfway tunnel system of Quantum Silence, and then also Pirates of the Caribbean. And you can see those buses, that bus going down there. The buses can only go down, but they cannot come up. So if you miss the Wednesday 10 o'clock drive through here, you cannot come up here. So your client is not going to see this view. So these buses need to be very careful on their times, especially on Wednesday starting from next week onwards. But for me, I'm not going to be in Cape Town. I leave on Saturday. I'm leaving to Port Elizabeth, so I'm touring all the way from Port Elizabeth to Cape Town. Just a complete difference of the lovely touring in those areas on the Garden Route. You will notice a lot of camera systems up here because this is also a high tourist attraction area. So the village down there on your right hand side, known as Houtbaai, we also have a huge area of that side of Houtbaai, gang infested area, drug related issues. The most common drug we have in Cape Town is that crystal methamphetamine. So those are the drugs that is killing our younger youth nowadays. And that's a drug that doesn't ask an age restriction. Anybody can use it. So here we have now in front of us one of our exclusive beachfront known as Noordhoek, which is also known as North Corner in English. It's it's actually an 8.2 kilometer beach stretch. It stretches from this mountain right across to the lighthouse, which is also known as Slankop, which is a Dutch Afrikaans word. Now that scene that the guy came around the corner, you can see it's a little bit of an S bend. So his car is laying down there at the bottom. It's laying here at the bottom. I actually want to stop one day down there and take a walk. So this is the scene where the car went off the cliff. Right here. Right here. Now look at the S bend. You want to tell me I had a tire burst? He was probably doing about 120 to 140 chasing around here.
Exactly.
Where's this road going? Yes, the road is smooth. How are you going to, unless you're running on, your tires are on wire.
Well, usually those cars, they have a very low profile tires.
Yeah.
And even a small stone that is sharp enough, if the suspension like really makes the wheel hit the stone, it can burst.
Yeah, it can burst, but at the moment now, because they also checked the road, there was no stones on it. Like now, also no stone. The same with me. I've got the horse farm is right there on your right hand side. So this is a 4-hour horseback riding that you will be doing. And that's the only time you can drink and drive is on a horse or on a bicycle, especially when we do e-biking on the Winelands. That is when you can drink and drive. But you're not on the road, you're in the vineyards, between the vines. There's no traffic officers between the vines. But in Cape Town you cannot drink and drive, but you can smoke and fly. Weed is legal in South Africa, Cape Town. That's why you will get to see people walking around in Cape Town, smoking, and you just smell this weed. So here we're coming into Northern Cape. So we're done with Cape Town, with the CBD area. Now we are surrounded with nature, mountain, ocean, and also nature. That's what we have. So there you can see a lovely village and also a rich content area at the bottom. So you are surrounded with the food that's in your hand.
And they're quite smart, right?
Yes. The same also with these baboons in the Cape. They know how to open a car's door. The same with a bottle of water. When you open it with 2 hands, they open it the same. They do the same. It's going to be load shedding. And I tell you, that what the baboons do is they take a stick, they tap on the electric fencing. If they don't hear the tick tick sound, where you find the penguins colony. Because our baboons roam around freely. We don't cage them up. So if you have electric fencing on your property, and I live next to you, they will jump onto my house's roof, onto your house's roof, over the electric fencing, boom, into your swimming pool. Then back onto your house roof, back into the swimming pool. That's on hot days. That's what our baboons does. And if you You come out, you scare them, they jump on your roof, back on my roof, and they gone. These guys are not that stupid, and they're not afraid of humans. If you do the safaris, you'll find the baboons there, or you take the drive on the coastal area. The baboons are quite afraid of vehicles and humans, so they will run away. But the Cape baboon won't run away from you. He will come for you because you got food. Now it's just on a completely different side how our animals, so when we're heading into the side of Cape Point, you will also hopefully get to see some wildlife roaming around at Cape Point. So we have eland, bontebok. We also have rock klipspringer, which is also the rock hopper deer. So those are the deers that oyster farming. So that is when you do the restaurants and you order your lovely oysters. Ask them first from where does the oysters come from. If they say it comes from Cape Point, it's down here, oyster farming. If they say it comes up the west coast, that means it comes down up in the area of Mozambique, which is Namibia, oyster farming. So here we're heading into this side known as Mystical. Got the name from because of the shipwrecks that we had. A lot of parts of the shipwrecks that we have here on this side of the coast because of so much granite rocks, and also that floating rocks that we have, which is deep down in the ocean, which you cannot see, and that also caused a lot of shipwrecks. And the name comes across as mystical because this area gets very misty, foggy. So like the gentleman asked me, do you sit with a lot of fog down here? Yes, we do, especially in this area. So you can even come with the biggest light or fog light that you have, you're still not going to see your hand in front of you. Because the mist and fog gets very thick up here. So even for the community down here, if the fog pushes up, they don't drive further up here at night. Which is misty, and the back routing you will see the back entrance towards Cape Point. Holiday accommodations on your right hand side. So lovely on the beach front you have your house. When you wake up, this is to the ocean. That's what you have. And you'll notice also there's no street lights up here. This is untouched nature. Try to keep the nature as untouched as possible. There on your right hand side is more a little bit of a Dutch architect because of being a Dutch colony first. And you know the Dutch love their facade in front. And when we became a British colony, the British finally managed to get control of the Cape, and that was in 1795. And then the infrastructure is also starting to change. And with the infrastructure changing, which the British had an idea, they wanted full control of the Cape. Which they actually took full control of the Cape in 1805. That's where we in Cape Town, we actually became a British colony in 1805. And you can see no electric. Now you usually see some more of them. And those are the animals when you do safaris and that, you find a lot of them. And for us, those animals, like you have your springbok, bontebok, eland, kudu, blesbok, ostriches, zebras, those are excellent barbecue meat. 10 minutes on a fire, and good for biltong, beef jerky. And Cape Town, we're well known for biltong, dried spicy meat. I actually had the gentleman yesterday, I stopped in Simonstown for him, and the guy actually bought 1,000 rand of biltong. I was shocked yesterday. Okay, don't see any other animals here now.
So besides bobcats, what are the predators? What are their enemies?
No, there's no enemies down here in the national park. There's no lions or tigers or what in the national park. Because you can see the fencing was low. So should we have your lions and your cheetahs out here, they will be roaming around in your community. And those are wild animals. So there's no predators in this national park with these animals. It's just the bobcats, especially with the ostriches. When they do lay their eggs and the eggs hatch, these little ostriches looks like small chickens. And that is where the bobcats were hunted. Because there was a family down here in the Cape Point, had 6 little ostriches, baby ostriches. And one by one they were disappearing and all gone. Because now it becomes food for the bobcats. Easy prey, easy target. But there's a lot of rodents also roaming around on the national park. Also the species and bird life that we have at this national park, which is also known for bird watching. So you have sometimes these groups like Germans and your Chinese coming down, especially also Americans coming down for the bird watching. And they come with this massive cameras indication. It's mating. And that ostrich are very different, very jealous of his females and also territorial of his area. And if you do spot the ostrich, especially the males, you run. You see there's more than there on your right hand side? More of the border book, which is your deers there. So we got 168 of those animals roaming around here on the national park. So they are breeding quite good. Doesn't get darted or sent off or killed or anything. No, they are just here to breed. We don't know what is happening with the zebras. There's 3 zebras and none of them are giving a little zebra. So I always tease the rangers by telling them, is that the zebras maybe females or males? And then they will just walk away, they don't want to answer me. Yeah, so also with these ostriches, so if you are brave enough and you want to take a close call, pick up the ostrich, please make sure you can at least do 75 kilometers per hour and you can keep that speed for 20 to 25 minutes, then you're good. If not, an ostrich can run 70 kilometers per hour of the ostrich kick, because a one blow can kill a full grown lion. The same also when it comes to the meat, that's what you'll find on your restaurants. Lovely ostrich steaklets. And most of them do it in a Chardonnay pepper mushroom sauce. Oh, that's finger licking good. And then also the eggs. The eggs will be used as ornaments when you buy them. So our farmers will suck up the yolk. The yolk they don't throw away, they send it off to the orphanage. And one ostrich egg can feed 24 kids. That's how big an ostrich egg is. It takes 24 chicken eggs, a tray of eggs. The skin will be used for wallets, handbags, shoes, belts and those. And then also the feathers will be used as feather dusters. Or feathers in the hair when it comes to our carnivals. You can stand on it, it won't break. It just shows you how hard the outer shell gets after she lays that egg. That's why when you buy the egg, you tap on it, it will sound like enamel. That's how hard the outer shell gets. Now the same with the ostrich. When you do come across the ostrich and it's chasing you, a lot of people will be afraid to see this big bird coming to you. You stand your ground. You stand with your hands open. I know your heart is not going to be in your chest, it's going to be somewhere else, because there's a big bird is coming to you. Then what you do is you stand. So when he comes close to you, he won't come too close to you, but he stands a distance and he comes slowly to you. He's wondering now, why are you standing like that? Because also what the ostrich also has a 2-minute memory. He's got a very small brain and cannot remember a lot of things. So that's why he has a 2-minute memory. He only remembers things for 2 minutes. And after that, it's lost. But you stand your ground with him and it just shows you. So there on your left hand side is your male ostrich. There you can see, there's your ostrich. Just come back quickly. So there you can see with the male ostrich there walking there. You can see, look at the redness on his legs. So that will just give you an indication that he's still on the mating process. Did I see a baboon now? Aha, busy. There's a baboon sitting. There on the fence. There's he sitting. There's he sitting.
Yeah, in the top.
There's he sitting.
Oh, wow.
There's he sitting. There's he sitting. There's he sitting. There's your... No. Good luck. Is he coming off? There's your baboon. This is a male baboon. You see how big is he?
My goodness.
You see how massive is he? Okay, now you're running across here now. So this is your baboon. Now where is his rest of his troop? His rest of his troop is... You can see at the baboon's backside is a silver backside.
That's a male one too.
Yeah, that's a male. Now the female will have the redness on his backside. Okay, that bus is stopping up there. The other baboons are down there. So let's see. They are, like I said, they mainly plant and root eaters. Look at the baby there on the mother on the fence. There's a baby hanging on her back. And look how she's sitting on the fence there with the baby. So here you can see this is also a male baboon here. And the one on the fence is also a male. So these are males. Look at the little one there. The mother with the little one, that's the mother. So you will notice that the redness, the backside of the body, the back, especially a female, will be blood red in color. So that is your baboon.
Can they get aggressive because of the babies?
Yeah. So if you kick or hurt one of these baboons, you need to make sure you can outrun these baboons. Otherwise, you
Look at their muscles. I mean, they're smaller, but their muscles are.
Yeah, it looks like no muscle. It looks like flimsy, but they are quite
they are
strong. They are quite strong, especially when it comes to the male. And he will pull you to the ground, and then that's where they start all attacking you. So there's your baboon. Aida.
And besides stealing humans' food, what is baboons' main food in the wilderness?
It's plants and their roots. That's what their main food is. Yeah. That's their main food.
Many different countries.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, that's why. That's why your accent is a little bit different.
Yeah. I picked up the accents from all the places in the world.
Everywhere.
Yeah, because that's why I wasn't sure now, because now you mentioned you're from America. I'm like, okay, they use the different accents. Because there's a mixture between English and Australian. A little bit of a mixture, but then again you can't even say, because then you also have your Swiss and Australians. Austrian. That also have a little bit of that mixture. Also have a little bit of
Where
the
are you
mixture.
from?
I'm living in London.
Okay.
But,
Now look at that.
Yeah. But originally I'm from Eritrea. I don't know if you know.
Oh yeah, Eritrea.
Yeah, I'm from
Okay.
Eritrea. But living for 20 years in London.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've been to Eritrea.
Ah, yeah.
Yeah.
They speak to him, they say, sorry, do you speak English? They ask him, the Scottish guy.
Yeah.
I'm fucking speaking English. Is that?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, it's
you
like
don't
a
speak
Scottish,
English.
a Scottish accent.
It's very thick.
Now it's very like doing tours. Now I do this tours every day, so I do schedules. You always have different nationalities on your bus. It's got now. Last year that was a joke for me. I had a German guy next to me, very naughty guy, and right at the back I had, in that side corner, I had Ukraine, On the right hand side corner had Russians.
Hey.
Front of the Russians had Polish
Hey, 3.
on my bus. And this German here next to me is keep on poking. Dylan, what nationality is on your bus? I say, please don't do it. You say, come and let's see. I say, please, I'm going to throw you off the bus. I'm going to phone the company and say, send a driver. I just threw someone off the bus. He's standing here and there and there. And I'll send them the live location where you're standing. Please do not poke. Because that is going to cause this bus. And then right behind me was,
Russian.
no, it was
Ukraine?
Brazilian behind me,
Brazil,
and
okay.
then English behind the Brazilian couple. And then, you know, it's a different mixture. I said, please don't do it.
But this I was laughing because I was in Dubai and then we was going in a club. And
Yeah.
in the club, 90% of the club was Russian and then
Yes.
maybe 10% of Ukraine. They're drinking together. They don't care about the things. They're doing their own business.
Yeah, you see, you get some of the free boxes of champagne. He gives me 1,000 euros. He tells me, buy wine, only champagne.
That's it.
3 boxes of champagne. We took it, the drive is a 3-hour drive. We drove for an hour and a half. For that hour and a half, 2 boxes champagne finish. We got to Safari and I said to the guys, it's your problem now. You need to make sure that these guys have champagne. And they're not having 5 or 6. You need to get 10 boxes of champagne. They thought I was making a joke. And I said, these guys will say, well, the head guy there, he's going to tell him, money's not an issue. So with the attitude, money's not an issue. I'm like crazy.
Is there also local champagne?
Yes, we do have a local champagne, but it's more quite, the bubbles are too heavy and explosive. But if you're looking on your fine wine on champagne, which is less that explosive that you have. So there you can also now coming into the side, we're gonna go, we're gonna go down to the bottom quickly, which is also the Cape of Good Hope. So there you have the lovely plaque, which is also gonna give you the description of where you're standing on the most southern western point. So we're gonna be like 5 minutes down here quickly, and then we're gonna take the drive up to the top section. So before these buses comes, that's behind us. So the plaque should be empty by now. Should be empty. So there you also have, which is the side of the Cape of Good Hope. This is the side where Bartholomew Diaz came on land. So when these Portuguese sailors landed here in 1488, which is Bartholomew Diaz, and where that is, when we're heading out, you actually get a much more clear view of the 2 crosses that you have. On the left hand side is Bartholomew Diaz. The date on the cross is 1488. And then the second cross you'll find on the right hand side is Vasco da Gama, and that is 1419. 2 years later to Bartholomew Diaz. That is also where you have this beach area on the right hand side known as the Diaz Beach, which is now excellent when this time now, which we actually have our crayfish season is open, which you can go dive for crayfish, which you're only allowed 4 crayfish per person. But this is also excellent spot for fishing also. So that's what makes it that Atlantic seaboard is on your right hand side, Atlantic, cold waters, and also the different fish species we have in this side. So lovely yellowtail, galleon, kabeljauw, kingklip, which is one of Cape Town's main fish, snook, and also hake. So it just gives you a complete difference of what type of fish we have on this side of our coast. But crayfish is now the season, so over weekends this place will be crazy busy with the locals coming down doing crayfish diving or fishing down here. Again, these 2 buses, bus and a half down there. So it's quite empty now, a little bit empty, so that's good. So we'll be another 5 minutes up here, then we'll take the drive to the top section.
So the water is pretty low right now, right? It's a low tide.
Yeah, it's low tide now. Yeah, it's pushing into low tide. It's actually pushing to high tide. Let me see.
Quite a big container ship in the distance.
Yeah, you can see. So this is the route that they will use. So they will come from Durban, Port Elizabeth, which is straight ahead of us. They will sail all the way around. So MFC is also with these sailors these Portuguese sailors that used to sail for the Dutch East Indian Company, which is now known today as MSC, Mediterranean Shipping Company. There's another 2 ostriches here on your left.
Yeah, the wild ones. Oh, male and a female, huh?
Male and female. So there you can see his redness is disappearing. So that will give you indication that his mating season is coming to an end. His mating is coming to an end. These are your lovely ostrich steaklets when you do the restaurant, and also beef jerky.
So what do you call this? Do you call this the savannah? Like this place we're going through? Is that rocks there, or is it pretty flat?
It's flat, so just your vegetation that you
Vegetation
have.
makes
Yeah.
it look like this. So and they can speed through this.
That's correct. Usually we have some of the other bucks up here. The bucks are not here, then they're upstairs. So when we're driving to the top section, you'll get to see the eland, which is our African biggest impala, which is that big brown buck with a little belly fat under his chin and the straight horns with it looks like he's wearing it. So the eland is all upstairs now. So when we get to the top, when you guys are doing that little walk going up to the top section, you will also get to see the eland up there.
You said it's going to be the next stop?
Yeah, we're going up to the top section now. So there we'll spend 45 minutes upstairs, and then from there we'll head off into the penguins, and then we'll do that lovely scenic drive along the coast where your driver should be waiting for you guys down there. Take you back. So both of you guys are going to the waterfront, hey? Waterfront?
Yes,
Yeah,
yes,
okay.
yes.
So I will just tell him he needs to drop you guys at the waterfront, and then everything is good. You can see with the waves also now, the tide is starting to push in now, it's getting high tide. And you can see the water splashing against the rocks. The water stays just down there, so these rocks actually kills the waves. Which is the excellent side for, especially when it becomes low tide. And then it's an excellent side to go and stand on these rocks and go do your fishing or diving for crayfish. civilization, we also have here the national park. The only problem is if you have a look at your cell phone, signal. So you'll have signal now, and if you don't have signal, it bounces. But you even having the kids out here, that's miserable because there's no social media. Because you're back in the old civilization with no signal in the national park. Also, when you guys are walking up there, it's a little bit quiet now because we're early inside the national park. Usually everybody will start pushing in now. So you will have, when you do that walk, please look at your surroundings because then you'll have some scorpions maybe roaming around on the pathway, or you will have your snakes. So the most two common snakes we have up here in the national park is your Cape Cobra. It's a yellowish copper color. And then the second one is known as your pofadam. So those are the two common snakes you will find here in the national park. Black mamba you will only find in the area which is Durban. So like yesterday, the client asked me, how dangerous is it? I said, well, you go sit under a tree, you go have your last shot and you write your last testimonial. Because with the black mamba's bite, you got 30 minutes. And if you start panicking, and that's when your time comes less and less and less. Because that is the most venomous snake you will find in South Africa, the black mamba.
Is it aggressive to attack, or if you let it go away, it will go away?
Yeah, you let it go away. Because most all common snakes is when you scare them, they will attack you.
Or push it to the corner.
Yes.
Yeah.
And then he will retaliate on you. But if you leave him, you walk away, he's harmless. But if you provoke him, and then it becomes a problem. So just on the side here now, you have the Cape Point, which is also the lovely hiking trail that you have. But you also have, which is the funicular, the Flying Dutchman that you have going up there. So we're going to spend 45 minutes up here, and then from here we'll head off into the penguins. Yeah. So it's 10:10, so let's say 11 o'clock. We will, no, 45, yeah, but it's 10 past, say about 10:02. About 10:50 we will leave it because it will take us half an hour to 35 minutes to get out of this national park. Okay. And then we'll head out to the penguins. Cape Town's original name back then, Cape of Storms, because of the bad weather conditions. This side can be complete, like Cape Town can be, this side can be nice, good weather. You come to Cape Town, it can be windy, rainy. It's like you step into another dimension, another country.
Does it get to freeze in the winter?
No, we don't get snow in winter. We're one of the lucky countries. We don't sit with any mother nature disasters, like hurricanes, tornadoes and that, we don't. So what only thing we sit with is wind, rain and sunshine. That's what we sit with. But if you want to take the kids out to go play in the snow, it's about a 3.5 to 4 hours drive in the area which is on the west coast, and that we call the West Coast Drive, which is also the area known as Sutherland. That is where it goes
closer to Johannesburg.
Yeah. So it goes under -6 to and -10 degrees. So that is where you take the kids to go play in the snow, but not thick enough for skiing. It's just enough for making a snowman, throwing it out of the snow, and those, but not for skiing.
Well, it's Africa after all.
Yeah, Africa, sunshine.
You see those 3 days.
Now look at the
Canada.
Yeah.
That.
No. I hear Canada is
Oh my
a
God.
madness.
They go mad. You can't see your car. You can't find your car.
I believe that this winter in Canada was the worst.
The worst, yeah.
Worst.
They say it's the worst winter.
Yeah, the worst winter because everything is covered with snow.
Covered with snow, yeah. So
Even your house is covered with snow.
Yeah. There was shortage of electricity also when the cables are done.
Yeah. It's also because of global warming is changing, so it makes a complete difference.
Yeah, exactly.
No, it's just this is the season now. Like I said to the gentleman, this now is our hot days, and the hot days will run up till by end of March to the first week of April, and that's where we start hitting into autumn and winter. And our winter periods are usually a heavy rainfall in our winter is from June, July, and August, 3 months. Sorry. Also, what that is, you can have your temperatures in winter. We call it the 7-day rain, 7-day, 14-day, 21 days.
Wow,
So it can be-
cobras.
Yeah, replicas, the replica Cobra. You can be renting it and driving yourself around. It will cost you on a deposit of 3,000 Rand, and it will be 350 Rand per day.
Ah, it's alright.
And you told us they were yellow here. I just saw white and a red one.
No, there's a lot of them, different colors.
I talked about different cobras.
No, those are the replicas. We do have the original Cobras, but these guys on manufacturing, because the outskirts of Port Elizabeth, that is where they manufacture these replica Cobras. Now it's much more cheaper
Where
to
they
do
based?
the replica.
Where they based?
They're in Cape Town, in the center of Cape Town.
Central Cape Town.
Yeah. So doing the replica is much cheaper, and now they're charging you that amount of money, and they're making good money.
Yeah.
Not using the original because that's fiberglass body with a V6 engine with a huge exhaust system making a lot of noise, and you're driving after the sound, and that's where the fueling goes. God. So we'll be heading out now, heading into Penguin. So I'm going to stop there, and then I'll show you guys where to go, and then I'm just going to run away quickly because usually my fueling lasts. I see my fueling is running low. But I can do it later on. It's fine. I don't have much of a stress on that. So we might see some more baboons as we're heading down into the side of the penguins. The penguin colony.
Yeah, it's a half day for the national park, you know, like for the. Oh, it's a 12 hours.
Which one? This one?
No, for the national park, for the zebra.
For here? No, for here.
Yeah.
For here, you will see. Sometimes you do see the zebras, and sometimes you don't,
Okay.
because of them hiding themselves on this national park. So it just makes it completely different. What is happening with
It's
this?
skating here. I don't know why it's skating.
Well, I don't know. Now when we do e-biking, we do e-biking here at the national park. So I'll leave the vehicle at the entrance to the park, take off the bikes, and we'll cycle from the gate to Cape Good back up to Cape Point, and there's supposed to be another female.
Oh, so they're pairs for life.
Yeah, they pay for life like the penguins.
So no salsa, huh?
No, he's the luckiest bird. He's surrounded with 2 females. There's supposed to be another female there somewhere. There's one bird that can have 2 females. The same with the penguin. The penguin, the colony, they mate for life. The only time they do take a different partner, if one of their partners go out for hunting or fishing, and they get that don't return. That's the only time. 1,750 acres of land. So they roam around wherever they want. So sometimes you're standing here somewhere and it doesn't move, you won't see it. Because they blend in coincides nicely with the rock formations and the color. So it makes it difficult to spot them. But the moment they move, you see them.
And this is the national park territory.
Yeah.
Okay.
This is
So
the national
that's the reason
ground.
why there is no buildings and
None. So this is untouched nature, to put it that way.
yeah. And is this also
Coming out here for bird watching, and because you have a lot of different species of birds here down here also. So that's why I mentioned earlier on, you have these guys coming down with these huge cameras. No, it looks like
telelabs?
yeah. These huge, and then it is down there at the bottom, they will zoom it into your face. These big lenses.
it's a company travel,
Yeah.
and instead of going for an extra day to Johannesburg, I just arranged an extra day here.
Yeah.
Exactly because of what you said.
Yeah. So they
I
will.
mean, I don't know how true is that, but
They
I
will
was
gladly.
advised.
They will gladly give you the extra day in Cape Town and Johannesburg.
Yeah, maybe, I don't know, but even when I go there, it's just like,
Posh areas.
yeah.
If you go to Johannesburg, the little slumly area down there, Hillbrow, Edenvale, those areas. No. They
And
stay away.
maybe also there are people from my country, they're local there.
Yes.
They have some businesses, so
Yeah, so they
they
know-
they knows where they go.
Yeah.
So maybe because of that one.
They know the hotspots.
Yeah.
But if you're doing the other side of Johannesburg, the bad side,
Yeah.
that is completely different.
But even here, the Cape Town, they says to me, the hotel say to me, okay, nighttime, don't go like this.
No man. Look, you at Christe Grande, you're on the foot of Long Street,
Yeah.
and Long Street's got all the party life. The gentleman is staying in Long Street, which is right next to the clubs.
Yes.
He's right Long Street with a lot of security.
Yes. That's why we have the safety.
Yes, that's why Long Street at night, security is double up at night. That's also that's an alpha baboon there. Now these guys that's walking here, that you see walking here with a paintball gun under his arm, that paintball gun is.
Whenever you have this.
Now the same with these baboons in Simonstown. We're gonna drive through Simonstown. The same with Simonstown. These baboons will come into the Simonstown, into the stores.
Into
And
the store.
Into the stores. What's in front they will take and run. They steal.
Yeah.
Then they run. And if you're too late, now you will see when we go through the store. So now you have a lot of these other countries that's doing the silk, but it's not the same as what the original silk from India is. So it just gives you a complete difference of how the trading started. So heading through this little town known as Simonstown, you will see a little bit of a mix of architect, Dutch, with the facade in front of the property. That's what the Dutch believe in. Just to give you an idea of what type of person or what field that person was in. So for example, as farming, you will have the grapes in front of it. And this one here, you will see the grapes hanging there. So this was the grapes, also part of it. And that's what gave people the idea when they would go through the town, they will see grapes, or they will. That was like, you know, when we do signboards, that was their signboards back then. So you will know when it's a blacksmith, or it's a farmer, or it's a doctor, or something like that. Because that is how they used to put it on front of the house. And as we're heading out, you will see the different now. A lot of chimneys. That is British. The British love the chimneys. That's how you will determine between the two different cultures that we had here in South Africa, Cape Town. British is chimneys, Dutch is facade in front of the property. So heading through here now, you'll be heading all along the coastline, right up to the other side. That's where your driver will be waiting for you. I hope he will be waiting. I said to him between 12 and 1 o'clock I'll be there. So we'll do this scenic drive. You should see our rail system. So you can also use our train system, our rail system from Cape Town to Simonstown, which you also have this lovely little small boutique little towns that we will be driving through. And you can be getting off at any of these smaller little suburb areas or little municipality areas. Our rail system is 100% safety, got cameras and security on board, so the safety is there. The cost to do our rail system will cost you 20 Rand a return ticket, 10 Rand up and 10 Rand back. So we used to have a yellowish box, a English train. Now that is discontinued because of parts. So now we have this new Chinese contract. It's supposed to be a bullet train. A cyclist is faster than that train, and that is the truth. Yesterday people were laughing about it when the train came past. I said, can you see how fast that thing is? Cannot go over 20 kilometers per hour. The reason being is if it goes over 20 to 25 kilometers per hour, the train starts wobbling on the tracks. It wobbles. The reason for that is because the train tracks are too narrow. It's not wide enough. So that's the reason why the train cannot go fast. They've ordered so much of these bullet trains just to find that it cannot go more than 20 kilometers per hour. We should see one of them as we're going along. We'll also pass the town that the gentleman mentioned now, Kalk Bay. It's our second oldest harbour. And then Cape Town for itself is the waterfront. That's our first harbour. That was the first harbour established in Cape Town in 1679. So it just gives you a complete difference of the culture, the dates, and also when things started to take place surrounding Cape Town. But you have this lovely little scenic views down here, your beach front, and you'll see now as we go, lovely boutique little towns also. But look at the color of that water. So that is where we have the guy sitting in the water, sitting in the mountain, known as shark spotters. So their job is to spot sharks. So there's a piece of seaweed floating in the water, you can see it clearly. And that's what the guy's vision have from sitting in the mountain looking to the ocean, spotting sharks. So on the 22nd of December at 8 o'clock in the morning, temperatures was 36 degrees that morning before Christmas. The locals were all on the beachfront when it comes to that hot days. At 8 o'clock in the morning, a 6-meter great white shark was spotted. The shark nets will be put up, and you have to swim in that designated area. It's called Vishok on Afrikaans. Lovely white sandy beach area. A lot of people love coming down there. Let's see. There's the yellow balls floating. So that means the shark nets are out. And this side of the bay area of Vishok never gets wind. So have a look now through this opening on your right hand side. You will see the yellow balls all on the white air from the ocean coming down onto land. So you have to swim in a designated area where the shark nets are. Because this section also never gets wind because it's in a little corner, and also the mountains blocking the wind. That makes it the wind blows over the bay area. This weekend is going to be crazy in the waterfront because the last people getting paid is on Friday. So people got paid on the 25th, which was on Monday, Sunday. So people got paid last week and Friday. So the last of the month end gets paid on Friday, this Friday coming. And Cape Town is gonna be crazy because people's got money. Drink and drive. A lot of scenes that you will be having surrounding Cape Town. And you know you're not allowed to drink and drive, but people's ears never work. Especially when they got money. So this was a long month for people that's in December got paid and been on a holiday, jolly spree, spending spree. So we call it January. And you know, you already get a lot of phone calls. Sorry, hiccups. A lot of phone calls. Now I had buddies that was partying during December. I was working because my tourism season is high season, is December. They were partying and I got home late at night. I just drove past their house. Oh, it's going lovely. Music is playing and it's going. Now I go home because I'm working tomorrow. Now I do whiskey. I love my whiskey. And I said, no, I cannot do that because I've got clients' life in my hand in this bus. I don't do those things. And when the January started, I was getting phone calls. Can you make a loan? Can you borrow me money? Excuse me, you guys were partying. You were making fun of me. Are you mad to work? Get your other job. That's fine. I love my industry. I love my tourism industry. I sacrificed. So now I'll go on holiday. A month was attacked by a great white and he lost his left leg. 2018 is the last. Now if you're looking up in the area on the coastal side where the Indian Ocean is, that's known as Neisner and Plettenberg Bay. There they had an incident in 2023 from a family from Cape Town in the Indian Ocean, which is on the other side, the right hand side coastline. That was in 2023. But the last one we had here was 2018. Then,
So it will be fair to say that those incidents are quite rare.
yeah, no, it's quite rare. And the last incident we also had was also in 2015 when they also had a competition in Plettenberg Bay, where one of the Australian professional surfer was actually flung off his boat, off his surfboard, where the shark came from the bottom up and shot him off the board. And he missed, that shark actually missed him. So here you can see a lovely boutique little town known as Kalk Bay. A lot of lovely restaurants. You have Cape Cuba, and also you have the oldest British pub built in this little town, and it's built on a train station. On our right hand side is known as Brosbell. So there's subway, the subway system. You go down there, there's Brosbell. But if you look through this hotel, this restaurant here, on there you'll see the blue circles. And that's the restaurant there, the Brosbell. So if you had a bad day at work, you come, you get out of the train, you open the door, you're in the pub. You go have your drink. Yes. You open the door, you get into the next train, and there you go. It's built on a train station.
Well, that's what they do in the Netherlands.
Yeah, and that's a British
Train
thing.
stations, they have little places to eat.
Yeah. Do you hear?
Yes.
The gentleman said now in Netherlands the tide is pushing, is getting high tide, like I mentioned earlier. So this is the high tide. So if you love surfing, this is where you come and do surfing. Kite surfing, windsurfing, anything got to do with surfing.
Is this
Fine
water
like
cold or it's cold water?
No, this water's all a little bit warmer.
Okay.
Much warmer. So that's what makes this area shark waters. Look at that guy on the stand-up board there.
Yeah.
And yeah, he must be very brave with these winds to stand up.
This is Muizenberg, I think.
This
Yes.
is Muizenberg,
Yes.
yes. Muizenberg.
Muizenberg.
Muizenberg. water park, a lot of activities where the kids are concerned, because also you have a lot of cross currents in the ocean. So also with that is you have the little pool areas for the kids. You have the water slides down here. You have a miniature golf, and families come out here with picnic bar tents and picnics things, bringing the kids out and just enjoying the day. So this is the whole area of those are the two different tribes that we have surrounding Cape Town. So this is the township there that you have on your left-hand side. So these townships are also established with metal corrugated sheeting, wood structure,